All right, so once again, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to La Prinzo World Academy. My name is Prince Ikilowe, and today we'll look at the market, and our topic is going to be about candlesticks, how to use candlesticks, you know, as a trader. We are going to be discussing about the anatomy of candlesticks. Anatomy of candlesticks, that's our topic for today. Candlesticks are very powerful. Your ability to this is a kind of is a bit basics because if you're a professional trader, you should already know about the anatomy of candlesticks. But I'm going to bring you back to basics a little bit today. And even if you're an advanced student, don't feel that you know everything and you don't want to pay attention. For me, the ability for me to teach people these skills is because subject myself to learning every day, including the basics of forex. I can sit down and learn about what is pending orders, what is how to place a trade. I know how to do it, but you still have to learn them so that you yourself you can explain these things to people. But if you are not learning about, you feel that because you already know them, you don't learn about them. How do you now explain this forex skill to people? Because the goal is not just to become a trader yourself, but your ability to also explain this thing to your grandchild, your ability to also explain this thing to your grandchildren is what makes the difference. Your ability to share this information that you have with someone you want to help, that's what makes the difference. So the topic is about the anatomy of candlesticks. But as usual today, I just want to share with you what I read today. There's a book called Think and Grow Rich. How many of you have read Think and Grow Rich? If you have read Think and Grow Rich, can you type 111? If you have read Think and Grow Rich, okay, type 222. Think and Grow Rich. If you have read Think and Grow Rich, don't lie, just be sincere to yourself. How many of you have read Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill? If you have read that book, type 222. Okay, Prince Will. We have only one person who have read that book. Okay, good. Prince Will, that's a good one. I'm sure you love the book. Nobody else have read Think and Grow Rich. How many of you here today, you have read a book today? You have read a book today. You have read a book today. How many of us have read a book today? If you read today, can you type yes? If you read today, if you have read today, can you type yes? Okay, Jonathan read today. Jonathan, congratulations. How many of us read today? Only Jonathan read a book today, among all of us. Wow. How many of us read yesterday? If you read yesterday, can you type yes, yes, yes? Can you type yes, yes, yes? If you read the book yesterday, can you type yes, yes, yes? How many of us read yesterday? If you read yesterday, Prince will read, okay. Jonathan, yes, yes, okay. So Jonathan has read, I've been reading for 2 days. Okay, my PC, this person also, my PC also read. Prince will read yesterday. Okay, today is Friday. How many of you have been reading since on Monday till Friday? Type me. You have been reading from Monday, today being Friday. You have been reading, you have not missed a day. Jonathan, me. Okay, who again, who again, who again, who again, who have been reading since on Monday? You have not stopped. Okay, Prince with me. Okay, who again, who again, who again, who has been reading books since on Monday? You have not stopped. This is Friday. You have been reading every single day since on Monday. All right. So, congratulations to those of you who has been reading books since on Monday till now. Um, the me Collins also you have been reading books since Monday till now. I'm sure all of you are saying this from the bottom of your heart. Nobody will beat you if you don't read a book. Nobody even give you money if you say you read a book. So I'm sure you all are sincere to yourself, and I believe you guys who have been reading since on Monday till date. If you have been reading since on Monday till date, those of you who have not read Friday, I want to encourage you to read today being Friday. There's one thing people don't understand about personal growth. Personal growth will change your life. And reading every single day is part of personal growth. You may not see the benefits today you're reading. You may not even see the benefit of what you're reading. But please, when you're reading, read the right book. When I say reading, doesn't mean that you're going to be reading novels. You're going to be reading about love stories. No. Read books, personal development books that will really impact your life positively, not drama. All right? Not, you know, books that will not add any value, entertainment for entertainment's sake. No. When I say reading, I'm talking about personal development books. If you don't have those books, shout me up. Even on La Prince World Academy, we have a lot of books that are there. Books like Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, things, The Secret of the Millionaire's Mind, The Science of Getting Rich, all right, Candlestick for Beginners. Please, it's kindly, somebody say, so the Candlestick for Beginners, Candlestick Bible rather, these are great books that are on the platform. So if you're already forming the habit of reading, you are building, you are forming a habit that will make you become one of the greatest people on earth, because readers are leaders. Readers are leaders. When you begin to read on a consistent basis, it compounds. All right. Personal growth is in the next 5 years or 10 years from now, all of us, we are going to arrive. And the question is, where will you arrive? But if you form the habit of reading every single day, all right, you're reading every day. In 10 years from now, 5 years from now, where you will arrive, you'll be far ahead. You'll be far ahead of people who are not reading every day. Somebody said, he who does not know how to read, he who does not know how to, knows how to read but does not read, is no different from somebody who is a complete illiterate. So if you are not reading books every single day, what you're doing to yourself, you may not even understand what you're doing to yourself. It means that you are limiting yourself to growth. It means that, you are like a flower. Let me give you an example of a flower in the garden. You are like a flower that you have in the garden. When you read every single day, it means you are watering your flower. But if you don't read and learn something every day, what happens? It means that your flower keeps dying. If you're not watering your flowers every single day, your flower keeps drying. And that's the major challenge we have in this country, in Africa. Majority of 99% of the people don't read books on a consistent basis. And anytime you pass a library, all right, your knowledge incriminated, because the library you are passing, the books you don't read, is the reason why you are where you are today. Your success and your wealth is in the books you're seeing, but you don't want to read. For instance, books like Think and Grow Rich. Today, I was reading Think and Grow Rich today, and I learned a lot from this book. I'm going to be reading out what I learned from. I'm going to be reading out maybe 1 or 2 pages for you to learn, because La Prida Wealth Academy is not your, I say this all the time, it's not your conventional forex training company, but my goal here is to inspire you to develop your potentials, to develop to discover your purpose, to discover your potentials, and to discover your leadership. Because I believe that wherever you are, whoever you are, if you understand these principles and laws about success, you will get rich. You will, starting from zero. So I want to encourage you, those of you who are not reading right now, because I discovered that only a few persons have indicated that they have been reading. Just learning about the forex market will not make you become a profitable forex trader. You need to align this forex trading skill with the habit of learning, with the habit of reading. If you don't form the habit of reading, you won't be able to read books. Even in the forex industry, we have books, a lot of books in the industry. So how can you become a master trader when you don't even read books? There are books that you read There are some of these books I have read more than 20 times, like Candlestick Bible, Ultimate Guide to Price Action is on the Academy. All right. There is this other one there, Candlestick Naked Forest. It's on the Academy. So you need to master, you need to, that if you want to become a successful forex trader, know that your journey, I learned this when I was learning for my mentor said something, said, if you want to become a professional forex trader, you must learn how to read books. So even then, when I was with IML, they kept giving us books to read, Think and Grow Rich, different books to program our mindset. Because if you don't have this mindset, if you don't have this mind, the right mindset to trade, you won't become a successful forex trader. So if you are not reading books to ground your mind, all right, to develop your mind, then you are not ready yet for the business. Honestly speaking, I have to be very frank and blunt with you. If you are not forming the habit of reading, then you need to form the habit of reading today. How many of us are going to form the habit of reading? If you are going to form the habit of reading from today, henceforth, say, I'm going to do it from today. Can you type it on the chat box? I'm going to do it from today. Can you do it? Can you type it? If you don't, if you are going to form that habit, this habit you're going to form today is a habit that will change your life. I'm not telling this just to sugarcoat you or just to. Okay, somebody said, I promise I'll do better. I'm going to form it today. Okay, good. Collins, I'm going to form it today. Form the habit. How many of us are going to form that habit today? This habit you're going to form today is a habit that is not easy to form. All right? Don't overwhelm yourself by trying to read 10 pages a day. No. Don't overwhelm yourself by trying to read something. I'm going to do it from today. Okay, good. Don't try to form it like you want to read for 5 hours a day. No. Start with 10 minutes. 10 minutes a day. A day. When you start with 10 minutes every day, it means that every 10 minutes, every day you wake up, you must face your book first. See, this is a habit that will pay you for the rest of your life. Think about the wealthy people. Bill Gates is one of the richest men. He used to be the richest man on earth. He said he reads one book a day, a week. And he is not an author. His industry is computer. All right. Warren Buffett. I study rich people a lot. Warren Buffett is one of the richest men on earth. He said he spends an average of 80% of his time every single day reading and learning. These are great men and women. Elon Musk, go and ask Elon Musk how many books he read. I've not seen any rich man who has not read books. So in this academy, I'm encouraging you guys to read books every day. Don't play with your knowledge. See, if you don't decide to live intentionally, today, you are going to pay for it. Life is all about paying. It's either you play now and then pay later, or you pay now and then you play later. Just think about your old age. Today I was speaking with a friend and she was complaining to me of how, her parents are sick. Her mother is sick. Her father is sick. They've already spent over 400,000 naira. That is close to $250 as not those who are not Nigerians. The mother sent the bills to her. She and her siblings have been struggling to pay. And after she dropped the call, I said, God forbid that this will happen to me. Just God forbid this will happen to me. How can you, as a father, and these people are not even up to 80, they are not up to 80. The worst thing you can do as a parent is to be in your old age and you can't even pay your bills, your hospital bills. You can't take care of yourself. You need to rely solely on your children to survive. Somebody say God forbid on the group. Can you shout God forbid? If you want to reject this, type God forbid. That at your old age, you're 50, you're 60, because you wasted your young age, and that's what most people are doing right now. Today, you have a small job, you're happy, you have a job, you get retired someday with this small skill set with this job that you think you have, right? You get retired. Some of us are working with company. Before you know it, the company will just sack you, fire you, you're gone. And then at that level, you don't have strength because your brain is like an oak tree, all right? If you plant an oak tree in your compound today that is not big, you can remove that oak tree easily and go and replant it somewhere. How many of you know that? Now, allow that oak tree to grow branches, grow down roots to the ground. For years, if you allow that oak tree to grow for years, do you know that it's very difficult for you to pull it off from there because now it has roots connected to different to far miles, to miles because the tree is growing its root. So for you to uproot it, even if you cut it down, for you to uproot the root is difficult. Yeah, human brain is like that. So young people, please, wherever you are right now, I don't care your age, start the process of developing yourself. And reading is part of self-development. God forbid that you be at your old age because you refuse to read the books, because you refuse to develop yourself, because you refuse to learn the skills that you're learning. You have to now rely on your children to pay your hospital bills. God forbid. I was telling myself, I repeated it over and over today before I started this class. I had a conversation with her. I said, after the call, she didn't know, after the call, I started to, I was imagining, I said, God, this will never happen to me. I have to do whatever it takes to develop myself, to focus on my niche. And then I started reading about persistence. Napoleon Hill, the book Persistence. I mean, I Think and Grow Rich. There's that the chapter is persistence, about how to persist long enough. So your forex trading that you're trading today, you need to take this business seriously. Because if you take it seriously, you won't be like my friend's father. At that old age, who is now relying on the children to pay bills, you will rely on them. You will rely on your children. At that old age, if you take this skill set seriously, I was watching a trader yesterday. I was explaining, he's an old guy. That guy is close to 60. He has been there for years, for years. So success is all about discovering what you want. Discovering what you want in life. Most of the time, we don't even know what you want. We don't know what to want. Decide on what you want in life. That's success for you. If you want to become a profitable forex trader, make that decision to say, this is what I want. Know that. Write it down. How many of us have written it down that you want forex as your vision to become a profitable forex trader as a vision? How many of you, if you have written it down, can you type yes, yes, yes? If you have written it down, all right, that you want to become, your vision is to become a millionaire in dollar or whichever way, profitable forex trader or whatever way you want to call it. How many of you have that dream, that vision written it down on paper? Oh, yes, yes. Okay, good. Who else again? That have written it down that you want forex. You want to see, you have to decide what you want. The problem is that most people don't know what they want. That's the problem because they are not taught these principles. The Bible says the people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. The people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. The Bible went ahead and said, because they have refused, because because they refuse to learn, I am also going to reject their children. So we, majority of the time, we pass this knowledge to our children because you can't give what you don't have. All right. Solomon, as the only person, okay, Colin also written it down. You must have a vision. A vision is this is what I want. This is what I want to accomplish in life. Treat forest that way. Know what you want is the first step to persistence. Because you can't persist if you don't know what you want. So now that you know what you want, you've written, if you don't write it down, go home today and write it down. Don't play. Write, I want to become a profitable forex trader. As a vision, my vision is I want to become a millionaire or a billionaire in dollars trading forex. Mine is written down. If you go to my, I see it every day. I've read it. I read it every day. I want to become a billionaire in trading forex. It's written down. I want to train millions of people all over the world to become profitable forex traders. It's written down. I want to inspire, all right, people to discover their purpose, their potential, and their leadership. It's written down. So once you have this vision clearly written, now comes in persistence. How many of you are following? Are you learning? If you are learning, can you type 1-1? Are you learning what I'm saying right now? We're going to learn forex, but see, you need to understand these principles. I need to talk to you on this, right? You need to have this at the back of your mind. The person you are celebrating maybe started 10 years ago, you won't even know. Some started 15 years ago, some started 20 years ago, and there is no how you will start something and you stick to it that you won't succeed long enough. So I'm going to read Persistence by Napoleon Hill. All right, he said there's a place. He said there is no substitute for persistence. All right, he said there is no substitute for persistence. It cannot be supplanted by any other quality. Listen to me carefully. Remember this in the beginning, and it will hearten you when the going may seem difficult and slow. Those who have cultivated the habit of persistence seem to enjoy insurance against failure. Let me repeat that word again. Those who have cultivated the habit of persistence seem to enjoy insurance against failure. No matter how many times they are defeated, they finally arrive up near the top of the ladder. No matter how many times they are defeated, they finally arrive up near the top of the ladder. Sometimes it appears there is a hidden guide whose duty is to test people through all sorts of discouraging experiences. Did you hear that? He said, sometimes it appears there is a hidden guide whose duty is to test people through all sorts of discouraging experiences. That's why I tell people, it doesn't matter how many times you have lost money in the market. It doesn't really matter. The best traders in the world have lost millions, some of them millions of dollars. All right. Now look at it. Look at the next. Say all sorts of those who pick up themselves up after defeat and keep on trying arrive. Those who pick themselves up after defeat and keep on going, keep on trying arrive. And the world cries, bravo, I knew you could do it. The hidden guide lets no one enjoy great achievement without passing the persistent test. Did you hear that? The hidden guide lets no one enjoy great achievement without passing the persistence test. Those who can't take it simply do not make the grade. Very simple. You see people, they trade forex for a few months or 1 or 2 years, they stop because they are not taught this principle that I'm teaching right now. They are not taught this principle. That's why it is important you read books to learn. Those who can't take it are bountifully rewarded. Okay, they said that those who can take it are bountifully rewarded for their persistence. They receive as their compensation whatever goal they are pursuing. Remember what he said? they receive as their compensation whatever goal they are pursuing. So what is your goal? You must write it down. I want to become a profitable forex trader. It should be a goal you have, and you write it down. Now, this is not all. They receive something infinitely more important than material compensation. The knowledge that every failure brings with it the seed of an equivalent advantage. That's what they receive. A few people know from experience the soundness of persistence. He said, a few people know from experience the soundness of persistence. They are the ones who have not accepted defeat as being anything more than temporary. They are the ones whose desire are so persistently applied that defeat is finally changed into victory. We who stand on the sidelines of life, seeing the overwhelming large number who go down in defeat, never to rise again. We see the few who take the punishment of defeat as an urge to greater effort. These, fortunately, never learn to accept life's reverse gear. But what we do not see, what most of us never suspect of existing, is the silent but irresistible power which comes to the rescue of those who fight on in the face of this is Think and Grow Rich. The topic is persistence, discouragement. Now he now give us, he said, persistence is a state. He said persistence is a state of mind, so it can be cultivated like all states of mind. Persistence is based upon definite cause, including one. He said persistence is a state of mind, so it can be cultivated like all states of mind. Persistence is based upon definite cause, including one, definiteness of purpose. For you to cultivate the habit of persistence, you must have a definite purpose. Say, knowing what you want is the first and perhaps the most important step towards the development of persistence. A strong motive forces you to surmount many difficulties. How many of you are here and you have made up your mind to persist until you succeed and become a millionaire in forex? If you have made that decision, can you type yes, yes, yes? How many of us here, you have made that such decision for yourself? Can you type yes, yes, yes? That if there's one person in the world who has become a billionaire in forex, you are going to become number two. How many of you have made that decision so far? Yes, yes. Okay, Chigoze, Owo, Ochina, my PC. We again, call him big yes. Okay, Jonathan Moses, yes. Okay. We again, Philip, yes. I'm glad all of us were on the same page. That's what you should have. That's persistent, principle, good. That's what you should. That's why it's a definiteness of purpose. You must decide, you must know what you want. And then he said, number two, he said desire. It is a comparatively easy to acquire and maintain persistence in pursuing the objective of intense desire. There was a place he quoted, he said, the starting point of all achievement is desire. He said, weak desires bring weak results. All right? And strong desires bring big results. So you need to have big desire for trading. Your desire for trading, your mind should be so, as in your obsession, you should be obsessed with trading that anytime you think about anything in life, it's trading. That's how you can cultivate strong, persistent habits. You must consume, your mind must be anything, you must be so obsessed with trading that you can't even sleep sometimes. For me, even sometimes I dream a lot about trading because I don't think I have anything. I don't have interest for anything as far as business is concerned. Maybe every dollar should be investment. When I make money from here, I put it on those areas in life. But it's trading. Self-reliance. Number three, it says self-reliance. Believe in your ability to carry out a plan. Encourages you to follow the plan through with persistence. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, because of time, I may not have time to read all this book for you to read, but I've just taught you something in life that will be for the rest of your life. Persist. until you succeed. Persistence is the secret. So let's go ahead and learn about candlestick for beginners. All right. Now, this is what we call anatomy of candlestick. This is the anatomy of candlestick. We have now look at this. What I'm showing here is long versus short. This is called this candlestick is bigger than this. This one is bigger than this. This is called engulfing candle. It's called bullish engulfing. Why this is called bearish engulfing? Maybe I'll use a picture. Maybe I'll use a picture, a clear picture. Okay, let's see this one. Let me use this ones to teach you, show you. Okay, I think this has a better good. So I like this particular one. Now, for those of you who are new to trading, what you're seeing is called Japanese candlesticks. Called Japanese candlesticks. All right. And every candlestick has an open and then has a close. So yeah, the candle open here. So if this is 5 minutes candlestick, it means that this candlestick will form within 5 minutes. If this is 5 minutes, I'm going to show you on the chart. If this is 5 minute time frame, it means that every 5 minutes, this candlestick is going to be forming. It opens here, all right? At the point it went down, market went down a little bit, but it didn't close here. It came up again, went up. This was the highest the market got to, and then it closes here. This is depend on the candlestick. If it is daily candlestick, if it forms like this, that means the market closed bullish. This candlestick look bullish. It look big. It's big. It sends a signal that the market is doing something. Buyers are more on that particular day or in that particular minute. If it is 5 minutes, you see this is a sign that buyers are more in the market. We have what is called bearish candlestick. This is bearish. It means that the market opened here, meaning it was going down. But when the market opened here, it behaved as if it wants to go up. It went up a little bit, but it didn't go up. It came down here to this lowest price before closing here. Bearish. And then what you're seeing, this long thing you're seeing is called wick. It is called wick. This is how this is being described. It's called wick. So let me show you candlestick that you can use in the market. Now we have, when you see something like this, called hammer. This one is called inverted hammer. This one is called doji. This one is called marabuzu. There's different candlesticks. Now let's talk about hammer. If you're seeing something like this, hammer forms somewhere in a zone. All right. See, hammer is the same way. The market opened here. All right. It went down. I see buyers were more, sellers were more, but it didn't close. It went up a bit and then closed here. This is also a sign. Sometimes the hammer could be buy. This is the same kind of move. This is the same kind of movement. This, if you see something like this, whether it is in green or it is in red, it shows that there are more buyers. It's a bullish formation. If you see this like this, there are still these two like this, the same way. If you see this on somewhere on a zone, I'm going to show you on the chart. This is also a signal. So let's read what a bearish engulfing pattern occurs when a small bullish candle is entirely overshadowed by a large bearish candle. The same thing I just explained to you. All right. Now we have the next one is called bearish engulfing. Bearish engulfing. This bearish engulfing candlestick is this when you see a small candle like this formed, then maybe the market was coming up, maybe market was going up, going up, going up, and then when it gets to its point, you see that this candlestick formed, but the next one that comes out is bearish. Even if this is 5 minutes, daily, 4 hours, we see that the market forms something bearish engulfing, meaning this one is bigger than this particular one. If it forms on the right spot, the next ones that follows will be most likely be bearish candlestick, meaning this is a signal that after you allow this candlestick to close, you can make a sell if this is formed on the right zone. I'm going to show you on this chart as well after I explain these things to you. If this is formed on the right spot, you can as well sell after this one close, because this one completely engulfed this particular one. Most likely, after this one form, you will see maybe 3 or 4 or 6 candlesticks in red going downside. That's where this candlestick form. They also have a bullish engulfing. This one is called bullish engulfing. Now, when bullish engulfing happens, when the market is coming down, coming down, coming down, but getting to a spot, after the red candlestick forms, remember, each candlestick forms within that time frame. If it is 5 minutes time frame, it means that every 5 minutes, you'll be seeing this candlestick changing colors, either blue, either green, or red, every 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes. So when you see something like this bullish engulfing candlestick forming on a sell trade after it gets to a spot, this is your confirmation candlestick. Most likely, if you allow this candlestick to form, if it is 5 minutes candlestick, this one that comes is bigger than this one that you've seen previously, is a signal that the market is going down, going up. So you can place a buy. Most likely you'll see more profits. All right. Sometimes after it's formed like this, it may even come down a little bit. It may come down a little bit. All right. Maybe to 50, maybe you get to the 50%, half of this place. That kind of pushback. But you will place a buy and then put a stop loss below this end, below this place. That is how you trade this market. We are seeing shooting star. This one is also a confirmation candle. Was an uptrend. Market was going up, but getting to a point, you see something like this formed. This is also a signal for sell. So you are going to sell. You can sell after this or even after this. But for you to be sure of what you're doing, this is a more safer. But early entry is after this. So you put your candlestick above. This is shooting star. We have bearish harmonic. So this is also a bearish formation. This one here is also a candlestick that can make you sell. You see, it's called bearish harami. This is a selling signal as well. You see market coming up. You just see seller just buy, buyer just buy. After buy, you see something that is up. Then it's also a signal for you to sell. But the one I love past among all of them is this bullish engulfing, and then the hammer that I showed you earlier. If you see something like this on a zone, after this, market most likely go. Then if you see this on a zone, maybe resist. If you see this on the support zone, most likely the market is going to change direction to the upside. If you see this on the resistance zone, most likely the market is going to go direction. Then this also, doji is also another powerful candlestick pattern. If you see this doji on a zone, whether bullish, whether resistance or support zone, this is a sign that the market is going to change direction to the downside. So these are some of the candlestick patterns that you see in the market. Let me show you on the chart. Today I'm also going to show you uh, some of how to put your stop loss. Most of us are still confused on how to put stop loss and how to set your loss sizes. So look at it here. Look at what I'm explaining to you here. If you look at this market here, all right. If you look at this market, there was a pull down, there was a push to the downside, but after this is a zone, right? Now you see that this particular candlestick, this green one, is bigger than this one. This is a 15 minutes time frame, meaning every 15 minutes, this candlestick, this thing will be changing color. Every 15 minutes, this thing will be changing color. So you can see that this particular one here is bigger than this one. That's a sign that the market may likely go to the upside. And you can see what I was explaining you that sometimes the market will push back. See that after this candlestick push up and close it, the market actually pushes a little bit down, but you can still buy this market. So what you do if you are buying this kind of market, all right, you are buying after this one end or when the pullback happen, you can still enter the market as the price comes down here because of this engulfing candlestick. And this is a trend, it's a zone. It's a zone. That's why this line is here. It's a zone. So your stop loss, because of this touch here, your stop loss may be here. You put a stop loss here. You put a stop loss here. Now your take profit is up. So this stop loss, sorry, if you want to place, you just put your cursor here. This stop loss is 1.14867. You just put your stop loss here, and then your take profit is the next zone. So let's look for another engulfing candlestick again. Like here too, look at this one here. This is 15 minutes time frame. Look at the market behave as if it's ranging, but when it gets to this point, look what happened. It gave us strong bullish engulfing, meaning this one completely engulfed this particular one. You saw what happened? After this engulfing candlestick, the market is going. Look how many candlesticks it gave us here. Look how many candles. These are trading signals that you can use to trade. Remember, there are so many ways to enter the market, but this is one of the easiest and common way of entering the market. Look at here. Look at this one here. This is called bearish engulfing. This is a bigger candlestick. After this candlestick forms, you can see that it retraces 50%. Sometimes you see the retracement. After it forms, you may either put a buy stop, all right, a sell stop here, or allow it to retrace a little bit. Sometimes after this one form, it will retrace 50%. As it retracing, you can jump into the trade and then put a stop loss above this low. Then you take profit in the next zone. So let's look out for this kind of pattern again. Let's look at this kind of pattern again on zones. Remember, we are only looking at it on a zone. You see them on a zone, back to back on a zone. That's why it is important you learn how to draw your support and resistance zone so you can spot out all these entry points. So we are seeing somewhere here too. I'm seeing something like that too here. This one too look bigger. This is also a signal because it happens on a zone. Let's keep looking for the. If it does not happen on a zone, it is not a valid setup. Now look at this one here. This is a zone. Look at this one. Look like this particular candlestick here. There's that one. There's the one particular candlestick I was. Yeah, this one doji. Let me show you the doji here. This one look like doji. Let me zoom it out. You see the individual happen. This one is a doji. It's complete. Anytime you see doji like this on a zone, if it happens on a resistance, that is a sell signal. When there was a buy, there was price get to this. Remember it's a downtrend. Price get to this zone and then come to retest here. The retest, you're seeing a doji. After the doji form, look at what again, another bearish engulfing candlestick form. So you can wait for this candlestick to form. All right. See what happened. This is bearish and this one is bigger than this. It means that sellers are in. Now you can sell here and then put a stop loss above. See the market rally down. Let's look for another setup with this simple way of trading. Look at another one here. Look at another one here. There was a sell, but when price, this place, you see me marking as zones. These are zones I have mapped out already. So you need to master drawing these zones yourself. Master drawing this zone by yourself. If you don't know how to draw zone, please watch those my videos on support and resistance. Master drawing these zones on yourself. So when you master drawing these zones, you look out for sell and buy opportunities with candlestick pattern. Look at this here. Price came down here. It got to this point. It gave us this small bullish candlestick. Then gave us this engulfing candlestick. I mean, this one completely engulfed this. So this is the signal. This is after this candlestick form. This is 15 minutes. You allow the 15 minutes to finish. And then you see the market. After this candlestick forms, you place your buy, put your stop loss below. See the rally that happened after which. So you will see this thing happen over and over in a chart. So learn, even if it's 30 minutes candlestick, 30 minutes, you'll see the same like here. This one engulfed this particular, this one is bigger. So this is a buy signal because it happened on a zone. Remember, this must happen on a zone. If it does not happen on a zone, don't take the trade. This could be news. This could be news. If it doesn't happen on a zone, don't take the trade. You only take a trade when it happened on a zone. This is hammer here. If this was a zone, I think it's even a zone. It's a zone. There's a touch here. So it's a zone because look at it here. It's a zone. You see? If you see something like this happen here, look at there was a touch here, there was a rejection here. It came here to reject the same zone. This is hammer. You see this hammer here? After this hammer's form, you see how the market rallied up. So if you place your trade after the closure of this particular 30 minutes time frame, you put a stop loss below the hammer. Take your profit in the next zone. See how rally the market has been. But trade in direction of the market. Trade, let's say the market is a downtrend. You want to look out for pullbacks that gets to these zones and they give you bearish engulfing or bearish pin bars, or look out for sell opportunities if it is a sell trade. That's how you trade on with candlesticks. And then reversal are those key levels. Sometimes a trend reversal, those key levels, if you see those hammer and then doji, you'll be able to take trade based on the candlestick patterns you saw. Here is another example of bullish engulfing. Here is a zone. Look at it as a zone. You see the candlestick here? This one completely engulfed this. So you take a buy after this one closes. This is 30 minutes, right? As this one closes, you just take a buy and then you put a stop loss below this tail, This is a buy signal. All right, so let me quickly show my screen so that I will show you how to put stop loss, how to use lot sizes, on your. This is a bit basic. I'm sure those of you are new, you will understand this very well. All right. First of all, let me let you understand that you can use Deriv with your MT, with you can trade forex with Deriv. So what you need to do is just to go to your MT5, search for the pairs. Now, if I want to search for indices, I'll just click on see volatility indices. When I click it, if I want to add any other one, I just click on it and then I add it. But now I'm not adding anyone. I have only V100 and Euro USD that are in this chart. Remember, you don't need to trade so many pairs at the same time. Trading too many pairs is confusion. So try and learn to trade one or two. Don't try to trade plenty. You'll be confused. When you focus on few, one or two is better. Master that one or two. If you want to master V100, master that V100. All right. When you see trade opportunity on V100, you take. Don't try to trade everything you see. It will make you not focus on the market. So for you to put your stop, let me start with V100. Let's say you want to trade this market. Watch, click on trade. Now, this is the lowest loss size for this V101S. So if you minus this, all right, then you can, this is the lowest for you to trade. If you want to trade with the higher, better loss size than this, you put 40. Then please buy or sell. All right. Let me play this buy with, let me illustrate this with demo account. Let me add indices here. Okay, we have indices. Let me add forex pair, forex major, Euro USD. Click it, cancel it. Now Euro USD is here. Let's say you want to take this GBP, this particular market, and you don't know the lowest loss size on this. You can decide to just type 0.01. All right, click buy. It will show you invalid volume. It will show you invalid volume. So what you need to do is to go back and click on it again. Click trade. You will see the lowest loss size for this particular market is 0.20. So if you want to put, if you are still learning, please use small loss size to practice first. Don't overwhelm yourself. Don't be confused. Use small loss size to test yourself. Then once you start making money, you can gradually be increasing your loss size. You can flip your accounts. There are sometimes you flip, yes, but when you are learning, make sure that you use small loss size to test yourself, your ability to learn the process so that you don't blow your trading account just one day. Then use demo to test. Then when you come live, use small money to try with small loss size. Then if you see the way you're improving, you take risk, of course. You have to take risk. Sometimes you take risk and that day you just tell yourself, if this one goes, it goes. You can take risk and use a big loss size to try. Yes, it happens. So you can now, for this one, you use one. This one is called mini lot one. You click buy. Okay, it's too small. Okay, this one does not. This is the smallest. Two is the smallest. So let's go back to use. You can use, let's say 50. Then click buy. This one is higher than the first one I wanted to use. So this lot size is called micro lot 5. Now let's go to forex pairs. Click on trade. Forex for you to trade is 0.01. This is the lowest lot size for forex. This one is called micro lot. You click buy or sell. This is called instant execution. I will come next week. Maybe we'll talk about pending orders. If you want to do pending orders, you click here. You will see buy limit, buy sell limit, buy stop, sell stop, and all the rest. Pending order. So if I want to buy Euro USD now, just click on it. This lot size is 0.01. 0.01. Remember, for indices, let me give you one thing. For indices, the lot sizes are not the same. For instance, if you want to trade volatility 25 1S, as I click it, 25 now, the lot size the way it is, the lowest is not the same. This one, the lower low side is 0.50. So for you to know the lowest, once you open your phone like this, come here, deliberately cancel what they have written. Type 0.101 like this. Just put like this. You can even put 0 like this. Any number you like, type. All right, but make sure you reduce it to a level. Click buy or sell. It will show you invalid volume. Just leave it. Go back. The same trade, the same market. Click it again. Click trade. It will now show you the original loss side. The lower loss side for this is 0.50. I don't know if you guys are getting. Please, new people, are you getting? Mr. Kenneth, are you getting this? For you to use this is for indices. Indices, the loss sizes are not the same. Different market has different loss sizes. So for you to, okay, good. For you to know the lowest loss size for each of these indices intentionally, all right? Intentionally go back to your your MT5. Just type any figure. You can type 0.000, then type buy or sell. It will show you invalid. Then go back to that same trade. Click again, click trade. You've seen the lower, this is the lower loss size. So if you want to use the lower loss size, I can click, this is the lowest. Then if you want to increase your loss size, after this is 0.1. This is standard. You click buy or sell. If you want to do two standard lots, click 0.2, 2.00, click buy or sell, right? That is this is higher than, this is time like 4 of the lowest loss side. Then for forex is fixed. One, when it's like this, it is standard loss size. This one, it can make you make quick money. This is standard loss size. Then if you don't want to use standard loss size, if you want to use mini loss size, click 0.1. 0.1 is called mini loss size. That's 1 mini. If you want to increase it to 2 mini, it is 20 micro. No, this is micro. Yeah, mini. This is mini 2. Then 3 is 3 mini. Then if you want to use the lowest loss size in every market in forex is 0.1, like this, called micro loss size, 0.01. This one, it doesn't, maybe if you place a trade, it's small money, small stop loss as well. You lose small money or you gain plenty. So this is lowest loss size. If you want to increase it, 0.2. For the increase again, 0.3, 0.5 until 0.9. Then the next is 0.1. So this is how, for forex, you don't need to test anything like the way I tested for indices. Just type the either 0.01, lowest for any market. Either you're trading gold, you're trading Euro USD, you're trading any instrument is 0.01 lowest. Only indices that has different types of loss sizes. So guys, I hope you got value for today. So this is what I wanted to show you: candlestick patterns, and then this basic one for beginners to understand how to set their candlesticks to trade this market. So I believe you learned something. If you have any question, please briefly you can ask a question so that we'll call it a day. If you have any question, please ask a question so we can call it a day. If you have any question, please kindly indicate. If you have any question, please kindly indicate by raising your hands up. All right, so if there's no question, I believe we've all gotten this training. So again, I want to encourage you to persist until you succeed. The secret of the game, the secret of this business is persistence. Forex will not pay those who don't have that character of persistence. I read Think and Grow Rich to you. You listened to me, you read me, heard me saying everything about how you can become persistence can change your life. If you are someone that you are thinking about 5 months, 6 months, even 2 years game plan for this market, that means you are not in the right, you are in the wrong place. Don't think short time, think long time. Never you stop again. If you have been doing off and on, forgive yourself for such kind of character, because that is lack of persistence. You will not succeed. Be stable. All right. Anytime you look at yourself in the mirror, tell yourself, I am a focused man. I am stable. I have the spirit of persistence in me. God, please give me the spirit of persistence. Give me the spirit of focus. That's what you'll be praying for. You won't, because if you think of, if you're telling God, God, please don't allow me to fail, that means you are praying the wrong prayer. You will fail. Definitely you will fail. The failures is what builds your character. You fail to build your character. So as you fail, the prayers should be, God, please give me the spirit of persistence. I will not give up on this. If you stay here long enough, if you stay here long enough, 10 years from now, all of us, we are going to arrive. Some of us here, we are going to be trading millions of dollars account years to come. It's going to be for those who are going to be persistent. Please help us to this record training. Okay, it's recorded already, no problem. So it's going to be for those who have this mind, this persistent mindset. If you don't have the mind to persist, then you are not going to succeed. Not just in forex, but every area of life. What differentiates those who succeed and those who fail? Those who succeed persist long enough. Give yourself time. Become a veteran trader. Tell yourself in the next 30, 40 years, I'm still in the game. And you will see the result of what forex can do for you. You will not be like those of my friends, that my friends and parents, which many of our parents are like that, not just my friend, but many of our parents rely on us. Some parents put so much pressure on their children. That's why the children will go and steal. Some of them blindly, you know, go and do prostitution just to feed their aged parents. Me, thank God, I'm not. I mean, of me. Fortunately and unfortunately for me, I didn't have that pressure growing up because I lost my parents very early. I'm not happy that happened to me, but I didn't have that pressure of parents' lack of knowledge to grow, to build their fortune when they were young. They didn't have this knowledge that you have today. In their own time, things were not as easy as the way it is now. Now you can be on your houses, in your bedroom, and you're learning a skill set to make yourself rich. But most of these our parents, their own time, things were not difficult. The exposure, the way you are exposed to technology and money, our parents were not exposed to things like that. Their own time, most of the time, is government jobs. So let not allow what happened to our parents to happen to us. Majority of us, our parents, become responsibility at their old age for us. So let's build ourselves, let's persist, let's have a vision for something and stay in our vision for a very long time so that at our old age we all enjoy the fruit of our labor. We don't become a liability to our children and our siblings. So thank you all for coming. I wish to see you on the top. Always believe that you have everything to be on the top. The top will follow you. May God bless all of you. We'll see you again on Monday. Go ahead, learn, practice, place a trade, place a trade, place a trade, go live, play with demo for some time, go live, learn, fail, no wahala, learn from the failures, place again, fail, no wahala, place again, fail, no wahala, you will succeed. Definitely you will succeed if you don't stop doing what you're doing. All right, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much too. Owo Oshina. I'll see you guys on Monday again. Bye and have a nice weekend.